What is up, guys? Week 5 is finally in the books. I am your host, Joe, from Clash Attacks with Joe, and we had an action-packed week here. Actually, before we get started, I am racing the clock again. We're going to cut down on our recap time a little bit, trying not to do a repeat of week 4. But anyways, the pick'ems, 32 responses, big responses from you guys. Nobody won, though, unfortunately, so there is no free gift card this week. Real quick, Nagaland Elite, 1001 Crew, and Meet the Kings were heavy favored among voters. However, none of them actually won this week. So that's kind of where they went wrong. I did, in fact, go 12-4. But let's go ahead and get into this recap. Who cares about any of that stuff? On Thursday, that's what's coming. So kicking it off with the Season 1 champs Above and Beyond versus Archer Outlaws. A big-time war here. Archer Outlaws showed up to play, man. They put in a lot of work, and about midway through the war, towards the end of the war, it looked like they were actually going to pull it off. Unfortunately, Above and Beyond, they are the tanks that be known. They are a force to be reckoned with, and they know how to play. So they waited till the last minute and kind of came back from beyond the grave with their Town Hall 11s and basically put down the Archer Outlaws. We are going to be powering through this one Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 attack by Yashal. Yashal has been seen before in the Above and Beyond recaps before. Great attacker here. We did cut the, we're going to be cutting some of these replays in half and showing the more integral roles of these replays. 96.28% destruction rate by Above and Beyond on Archer Outlaws, and the final score here was 72-71. Nagaland Elite versus Fat Cats. So everybody kind of betted against Fat Cats but me and a few others. Fat Cats came in ready to play. And they kicked it off early with a Town Hall 10 jumping up and grabbing the 2 stars on both of Nagaland Elite's Town Hall 11s. I'm not going to show those bases due to the burning factor. I don't want to kind of have to, hurt Nagaland Elite in that manner. So we are showing one of the awesome Town Hall 9 attacks from Fat Cats that steered the clan into direction for the winning, stars. Anyways, 91.96 from Nagaland Elite, so they did have a hard time up top, gaining the stars required in order to hang with Fat Cats. Choked up a little bit on the Town Hall 11s, and I believe the Town Hall 11s were left 1-starred. Fat Cats did produce 94.16% destruction on Nagaland Elite, and coming out with a victory from the bye. Your final score here is 70-67. So moving into the next war, we have Soki Secundum versus Michigan Rose. I bet for Michigan Rose. Unfortunately, they came up a little short by percentage. We have a Town Hall 11 versus a Town Hall 11 3-star attack by Soki Secundum. A great, awesome attack, air attack, in fact, with a clone spell included as he comes in with his balloon parade. The Grand Warden following it up. The Lava Hounds in on the air defenses and just basically hasting directly into the base. And what's going to be pretty cool about this attack is he's going to drop a clone spell in an integral location to where it catches a couple of balloons and then parts off into 3 different directions. So pay attention to that as I go through the stats. Michigan Rose put up a 94.96% destruction to the whopping 97.08, the highest in the week from Soki Secundum. Pulling it out by percentage, the final score in this war was 71-71. Soki Secundum puts down Michigan Rose in week 5. So next up we have Welcome to the League, Kinnick Society coming in against USA Adults. Again, USA Adults is unable to produce a win this week, coming up short by 1 star, unfortunately. Society, I almost said Soki Secundum. Anyways, Kinnick Society put up a this awesome Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triple bowler, basically a bowler sweep with a couple of witches. So it's not quite the bowler witch combination, and the bowlers basically sweep this entire base. Going through, we're going to probably cut through a little bit. We already did, I believe, and the bowlers are going to go powering through this base. Kinnick Society in their opening war against USA Adults puts up a 95.28% destruction on USA Adults, and basically serving up USA Adults' 4th loss of the season, minus their tie against Time Vortex a couple weeks back. The final score in this war is 71-70. Kinnick Society opens up their season with their first win. Alphas versus Arvaska. So Alphas came in hot, ready to kick some tail, and Arvaska just was unable to serve up, only producing a 92% destruction against the Alphas. In this replay here, we have a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triple, another lower level Town Hall 10. That's basically been the trend so far in the last couple of weeks, is seeing lower level Town Hall 10s are being taken out by higher Town Hall 10s, or about the equal. Anyway, so transitioning directly into the air portion of this attack, the Alphas was able to put up a 95.36% destruction average against Arvaska. And yeah, this basically overpowering this base with a balloon parade, if you will, as he drops a skeleton spell in between a wizard tower, a Tesla, and a mortar, assisting with the taking down of those defenses. The final score in this war was 71-69. Alphas puts down Arvaska in week 5. So next up, we should have, yes, Heavy Hitters 2 versus Coastal Clash. Heavy Hitters 2 was another favored by the voters of Pick'em's week 5. I think I was like one of the only ones to root for Coastal Clash, and they did deliver, as we have this Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triple, moving in with a kill squad of bowlers, the king and queen, and then he transitions into the balloon parade on the back end, getting that hound in on the first air defense, hasting the balloon into that air defense, and they'll basically sweep through the bottom of the base. Heavy Hitters 2 was unable to put, was able to put up 94.16 destruction against Coastal Clash, but Coastal Clash had one additional 3-star attack at 95.52 destruction average against Heavy Hitters 2. As this attack right here finishes up, Balloon Parade goes in on this final Tesla farm, and they will prevail and go through the rest of this base, finishing it up for cleanup. The final score in this war was 70-71. Moving into YOLO mode versus Gehazi Bomber. YOLO mode came in big time hot against Gehazi Bomber, putting up a 95.72% destruction average on Gehazi Bomber. And this awesome attack, Queen Walk, Mass Hog, as the Queen has already come through and cleaned out a lot of structures, taking out the Queen, the enemy Queen, the enemy clan castle, and basically just sweeping this base with a large group of Hog Riders. A simply awesome attack. I'm starting to see this more and more. Only one time in week 5 in the Light League, but we did see another attack like this over in the Invite League up in Elite Gaming today. YOLO mode put up 95.72%, like I said before, and the final score in this war was 72-70. Gehazi Bomber falls short in week 5 as YOLO mode proceeds with their winning streak. So moving into the next war, we have, let's see here, War Addicts versus the OSF. War Addicts is trifles the OSF. The OSF was unable to produce a their first win of the season in week 5, as we have this very awesome attack that I'm going to be showing more of. Seeing this go. So I was told that it's called the I'm not going to finish that statement. Bowler Witch combination. Anyways, for you guys that know exactly what it's called, I've seen a lot of it in week 5, and I'm going to be getting a video up on this strategy. Very overpowering strategy here. War Addicts is able to put up a 93.84% destruction rate on the OSF, but OSF had a higher percentage, just not the additional star required to tie it up and win this war for their first war of the win of the season. The final score in this war is 70-69. War Addicts upsets the OSF in week 5. So next up, as you watch this awesome attack, we have Cold Sept versus Violent Wizards. And Cold Sept was also another favored team to win week 5. Unfortunately, the Violent Wizards was able to upset that, as we have this Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 11 3-star attack. We had 2 in week 5. Joe here from Violent Wizards puts down Fatty Cold Sept. Anyways, Violent Wizards was able to produce a 94.32% destruction average on Cold September, as Cold September, or Cold Sept, was only able to put up a 91.44. As the Balloon Parade continues to move into the different quadrants of this base, hasting into the Inferno Tower and freezing both Wizard Towers, as well as a Tesla and that Sweeper. So integral move, awesome placement of a freeze spell there. The final score in this war was 71-68. Violent Wizards upsets Cold September, or Cold Sept. Goodness, I keep saying that, in week 5. Crazy Monkey versus Anduin War. Crazy Monkey, goodness gracious, came in hot on this war. A very defensively struggling war for Andoon War. Crazy Monkey was able to put up 3 Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attacks. One currently being displayed as the balloon parade comes in from the west, moving south. More troops coming up from the south, so it's going to be nothing but a balloon lava hound show from the rest of this replay. A couple of back-end minions to clean up behind those balloons as they move throughout the base. Crazy Monkeys were able to put up a 96.24% destruction average on Andoon War. Andoon War only being able to gain 91.80. Just having a hard time, very tough matchups for Andoon War, being able to secure that first win of the season. The final score in this war, 71-63. Crazy Monkeys upsets Andoon War in week 5. LP4 Hades versus Time Vortex. Time Vortex comes in, secures their undefeated record, minus that one tie that they had in week 3, I believe it was. And this attack here was really just straight up 100% balloons all the way. Xerxes comes in with a large group of balloons on both sides of this base and just sweeps the entire base with rage spells as well as balloons, just overpowering this base design. Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 9 attack here. Time Vortex puts up a 93.52% destruction average on LP4 Hades. LP4 Hades putting up a 93.48, so not a very large margin there in the percentage range. However, Time Vortex was able to put up 69 or 3 additional stars with a final score of 69-66. Time Vortex upsets LP4 Hades in week 5. Meet the Kings versus Gabales. So, Meet the Kings was also a very big favorite in the pick'ems this last week, but Gabales came to play. They came in with this one Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack, which was the deciding factor in assisting Gabales to pull the win out over Meet the Kings. Meet the Kings was hot in week 4 going into the bye, but unfortunately it was unable to secure the win versus Gabales. Versus Gabales. I had to regain myself there. So anyways, Gabales was able to put up a 95.48% destruction average as this Bowler Witch combination continues to move throughout this base. The Archer Queen here is in fact the one that is clutch here as the witches are continuing to get picked off. Skeletons are going down, and Raka Greenza was actually really focused in on this clutch queen. She cracks through this next compartment, and the ability is popped in order to finish off that attack. House of L versus Assassin's Core. I visited this one on Friday night during Battle Day, streamed it a little bit. Assassin's Core versus House of L was a hell of a war, straight up, right off the bat. They had more attacks completed by the 18-hour mark left in the war. It was absolutely insane, and I'm appreciative to be a part of this war as well as the Fat Cats war. But anyways, there was this attack right here, Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triple, as the balloon parade comes in from the northwest, moving southeast, going in, just flooding this area with balloons, and the path directly into that second to last air defense. They'll move into a rage spell down into the Inferno Tower, that sweeper, dealing with that sweeper. Assassin's Core was able to put up a 95.80 destruction average on House of L. House of L had a few mishaps on the dip attacks. The final score there was 72-70. LP3 Chiron versus 1001 Crew. 1001 Crew is also another favored team for the pick'ems for week 5. Unfortunately, LP3 Chiron, or fortunately for LP3 Chiron, they were able to produce a slightly higher percentage here at 94.36% destruction average on 1001 Crew, upsetting 1001 Crew with a percentage win. 70-70 is the final score in this war as the back-end balloons come into the base, hasting them into the next sector of the base as a heal spell is dropped as they move into the final defenses on this base. 3 more groups of balloons are sprinkled in from the west to move in and meet their buddies as they get in on this expo. And the remaining point defenses, there is 2 Teslas up, and he will finish this attack for a 3-star attack. Moving into LexCorp versus JTJ, another extremely tight war here, one based off of percentage. LexCorp did show up to play in this war, but JTJ definitely played them by percentage here, 93.52% by JTJ to 93.40 by LexCorp. So LexCorp, again, not being able to secure their first win of the season in week 5, coming up short by percentage. The final score in this war is 69-69. JTJ pulls it out and continues their win streak, going to 4-0 in week 5 as we have this beautiful Queen Walk La Lune coming into the base. I cut off a lot of the Queen Walk because obviously we know how much time that will take up in the attack. Sneaking in the balloons. There was no Lava Hounds, my apologies. Sneaking in the balloons and covering down on these last final defenses as the Archer Queen comes in and assists with the cleanup of this base. Final score again was 69-69 as we go into the final war of week 5. Redline versus Pinoy Violator MP. Redline does secure another win, keeping their win streak alive as they go up against and beat the MP Violator. There was no Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attacks in this war, but we did have quite a few beautiful Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 9 attacks. One currently being displayed as there is a Gahobo attack, the shattered golems, bowlers, wizards into the back end portion of the Hog Riders. Redline is able to put up a 92.20% destruction average on Pinoy, so both clans having low percentages destruction averages in this war. The final score in this war was 68-67. Redline upsets Pinoy Violator MP in week 5 and continues their win streak as they move into week 6. So anyways, Pick'em's week 6 will be posted hopefully Thursday, if not Friday. Be sure to get in on this. I will be giving away gift cards kind of behind my seat there. But anyways, there will be a gift card given away for whoever secures 16-0 for that week. I will be contacting you via the email address that you provide. So do ensure that you pass the word on this for the Light League and get those picks in for week 6 when the video goes up. We will go through some stats during the pick'ems. We're not going to talk about any more stats. Congratulations to all teams that pulled out the victory in week 5. And drop some comments below and let me know what you think about this timed crazy video. And thanks for watching, guys.